Hi guys, welcome back. We're doing another episode of the Minecraft Project USA 2.0. I am nothing like Tom's Syndicate. I will say that straight up. And at this point, I'm probably going to cancel the series. Or at least by that namesake. What I have been busy doing is this, which I think you might enjoy. It's been a couple weeks in build. Rain, sure. I forgot about that. Does anyone recognize this? I would hope so. To all you horror fans out there, you might. Or at least, if you know this movie, I would hope that you would. Specifically, this action happening right here. Imagine this thing slamming into all of this. And that will give you a clue as to what this is. No spoilers. They came on board from about here. Of course, none of these lights were on. And went through this set of doors, if you remember. Right. Not gonna go up there. Spoilers! Then there was the many long hallways. Oh, spoilers. That's all you're really gonna get. E-deck. So yeah, I built a ship. Alright, here... What? Oh, I know why. It's next floor up. Yeah, I thought it was. Alright. If you remember the movie... Yes, it was a movie. Why can't I fly? I need to fix that. If you remember in most of it, this pool was empty. The main character in the story fell in this pool at one point and fell back down again in the same spot because she thought she saw something. Oh, spoilers. You saw nothing. You saw a flag, but you saw nothing. Let's see. Where would be the next... Ah, hell, screw it. I'll just show you. Alright. I know the chandelier isn't perfect, but think all that iron right there. Put a giant mural right there. Turn this redstone torch into a mic. And then this stairwell. And these green columns specifically. Try to remember that too. I hope you're yelling at this point. I really do. Because that would make everything so much better. You're probably yelling at me, "It's this movie!" They came through when they boarded the ship. From here into here, none of these lights were on. One of the guys checked the compass, which is what this is, said it was dead. Then checked the wheel, which is what this is supposed to be, said it was stiff as a rock. Then I'm going to quote the line, "Ship must have run on full until she ran dry." And if you remember correctly, about here, I believe, you would have found a dead pigeon. Don't mind that. It's something my computer always says. This would have been the radio room. I feel sorry for anyone who hasn't guessed it yet. There's the ship's name. Antonia Graza. That has to ring a bell. If you still haven't figured it out, it takes a special kind of derp. This is supposed to be the Arctic warrior And these are the two main vessels from the horror movie Ghost Ship. Love that film to death. It's taken me about a week's worth of time elapsed. That means altogether, like all man hours combined, to build this thing from start to finish. And all I've been referencing this entire time was just this one section of deck right here where the big murder scene happens, where Katie, the little girl ghost, gets protected by the captain, who has his head cut off right at the line, the ends of his mouth from the opposite side, and everyone gets cut in half in midsection. Still trying to figure out how that works out, because that would have cut her off, because that would have cut him about middle of his chest instead of about hip, and her about just below the shoulders. So yeah. But I'm not going to poke holes in the movie because I love that movie to death. Yeah, grim joke. No, more appropriately said, a grim pun. But yeah, I've been going off some blueprints. I'm assuming they're actually the Andrea Dory's prints, which is the actual ship that the Graza was based off of. If you know your maritime history, boys and girls, the Andrea Graza was hit by another ship right about here, where that block is. Straight on bow collision into there. Right off in New York Harbor in 1956. I can still vividly remember several pictures I've seen on the web when I was looking up the Antonio Graza of this. I forget the ship's name. It was an American ship, I know that. I'm sure there's some conspiracy regarding that. That when she hit the Andrea Dory, this American ship, it did so much damage that there weren't enough ways up onto the deck to the lifeboats, that most of the survivors had to be plucked out of the water. And I can still vividly remember this bow being all smashed up. It's... Try to imagine... How do I put this? You ever seen those, like, long cars from the 30s that have, like, that very pointed front end? The body comes in, the wheels sit on their own. They're not... The body of the car doesn't really connect to them any other way than by the chassis and the wheel hub, and then you got the engine compartment, which is all by itself in a V shape. Try to imagine one of those going about 60 miles an hour hitting a brick wall. That's basically what it is. A metal triangle hitting a wall at about 60 miles an hour, and then you just got carnage. But I did try to make this as close to the Graza as possible. I actually just started on the Arctic Warrior. It's taken me forever to get this right. I think this is perfectly to scale. I know the Graza is a little short lengthwise, and I know she's definitely short widthwise. Somewhere between 50 and or 25 to 50% longer would be perfect, and about be fair, 8 blocks higher to give her 3 extra decks. Technically 2, because she's got 6 right now. Look, follow the bullseye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason I say 6 blocks... Oh, I'm out of time. See you next time. Dun, 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 subscribe.